This scene is a continuation of the last one. Is a scene in the Duke's Freehold, um, and because of technical difficulties, we have to do part two. So, um, I believe Verity was speaking with Isaac and Alexa, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Alexa's very
Isaac,
much like cuddled into Isaac because this is not usually her thing.
right? Which Isaac has his arm around her and is holding her close. But when Damon had looked around for his cousin, who is Countess Ravenna Stardust, and when he sees her, when he sees him look her direction, he frowns. And
Alexa once
Isaac
again
will
gives
say,
him that "Are you okay?" look.
he shakes his head. I have something that I need to tell my superior, who, my brother.
Happens to be your brother.
He nods. But first, actually,
Welcome back, Amachan.
Hello, guys. I'm sorry. I'm back.
it's okay. So yeah, we've only been live a couple of minutes. Isaac had seen Damon look Ravenna's direction, and he frowned and said that he needed. And Alexa basically asked him if he was okay, and he said that he needed to tell his liege something that just reminded him about it, and his liege also happens to be his brother, Johann. Oh, not by blood, but brother in for all else. So, and actually, before he goes off to do that, he is going to be noticed by someone who is going to come over.
Oh dear.
I think you know where this is going.
Time to meet the parents.
Yep, it sure is. Which, is going to be two dads for Isaac. Oh, the other one is not here. Only one of them is. Come on. Minicam, don't fucking do this to me. Now Minicam wants to freak out. Fine. I'll use this one. Jesus Christ. I'll actually go ahead and put his overlay up separately. This man comes over. He is a Gwydion. App 7. He is a visiting duke. And he comes over to Isaac, and he doesn't say anything. He just wraps him in a hug, and Isaac,
which kind of by proxy, grabs Alexa too.
Yeah, he just hugs them both. Fuck it, he doesn't care. Which Isaac then wiggles very happily.
He's such a fucking puppy. I can't even.
He is such a puppy. It's great. So, Isaac nuzzles him for a moment, and then Devin looks to Alexa, and he'll introduce
so
himself.
Awkward right now.
He'll introduce himself. He'll let go and he'll introduce himself, so that Isaac doesn't have to try. Uh, I am Duke Devon Llewellyn of House Gwydion. I am one of Isaac's fathers.
It is
I
a
am
pleasure to meet
Johann.
you.
He will shake her hand and he says, "I've heard quite a lot about you, and subsequently also have heard quite a lot about your brother because my biological son is Johann."
She takes him in for a moment and yeah, okay, yep, he looks just like Johann.
He does. The picture that I chose, they don't look too much alike, but they are the same face claim. He looks just like Johann. Um, to which Johann's fucking gossip sense is going off. So he's gonna come over too.
The Your Grace, it is a pleasure to see you. I am Sir Damon Hightower of Halil. As he bows, because it's a duke, you bow to fucking dukes.
mhm. He nods to him. He's leery of alleles, to say the least, because
Of course he should be.
Gwydion and Allele traditionally don't get along.
Exactly. He doesn't give him any reason to suspect anything, but him being a Leel is a fucking, reason. So he
That's
smiles, he
enough.
doesn't say anything. Yeah. He smiles, he doesn't say anything.
He will smile to Verity as well. He actually, for as intimidating as he can be, he does actually have quite a warm demeanor about him. And especially when being around his children, he has a much more fatherly type of aura about him right now than anything else. Plus, this isn't his duchy, so he's not going to be um, quite as proper, I guess, as he would be in his own duchy.
Mhm.
He is a guest, and he'll say, "You all may just please." He does speak with a he speaks with a high British accent.
Mhm. I can't do a hot British accent, but Damon also has a British accent.
Mhm.
And he smiles and, nods to him saying, "Call me Devon." Doesn't say anything in return.
And Isaac will just kind of grin to him and he'll say, "Except for me, I'll call you Papa." And Devin just shakes his head and grins and hugs Isaac again.
How do you not look any older than your son?
He he looks to Verity. We all have our secrets. He has a
No,
merit
can't.
he has a merit that's not on the overlay. He has Fey
Dang it,
Eternity.
Courtney.
Yep.
Great merit.
My apologies. Have you seen Countess Stardust? I am cousin of Countess Stardust.
Isaac looks at Damon and he says, "I feel sorry for you to be related to that."
Alexa
Devon's
gives him a concerned look.
Devon's brows go up and he says, "Oh, why do you have such disdain for her?" And He can't answer the question.
He can answer
Yeah.
Alexa's concerned look, though.
He can, and he'll look to Alexa, and she did something to Rose.
She gives him a look that says, "Explain further."
I don't know what's going on, but I do value my family. Don't get me wrong. It's just that comment must be welcomed.
Your family called Child Protective Services on Rose because of a rivalry.
Is it a fact?
It is. My brother was the investigating. He can't answer that directly. Fuck.
That's why he asked a question.
Devin will look to Damon and he will say, "My son would never lie about something like this."
Oh, I do not wish. I don't think Gwydions would lie. I'm just trying to understand what is going on. If there is a problem between nobles, of course the nobles console among each other. I'd never actually seen my cousin after I arrived here. It's been a long time since I tried to meet with her. But it seems she was busy.
Yes, she was busy trying to
Have someone's children taken.
Isaac points at Alexa. That.
Well, I can't say yes or no as I don't know anything. But I'm sure if you have a problem, you can talk with her.
Isaac could swear that Alexa was Garu in this moment because there is a distinct rage in her eyes right now.
Oof.
He
Well,
might
I mean,
want to hold her back
he does. He puts his arms around her.
because she's about to go beat someone's ass.
Devin has no pure breed at all. He's not a kinfolk, but he's a fucking Gwydion. And, he does have an intolerance for abuse. And in his mind,
It is an abuse.
when you call Child Protective Services on someone under false pretenses, that is an abuse of power and an abuse of just, you don't involve someone's children no matter what you do, is what he will say. That was a low blow even for she. I will inform the Duke of this duchy, and he can deal with the situation.
I'm sure Duke will do what he thinks right.
And Devin will fuck off to go talk to Felix.
Yeah, Alexa's pissed.
But if Damon would like to go talk to Ravenna,
Damon would like to, but does Isaac looks at him like, like, is he about to go blows, or he is a bit like pissed at Ravenna and not at Damon?
no, he's not mad at Damon. He feels sorry for Damon, but he's not mad at Damon. Damon didn't do anything. Damon's not even aware, wasn't even aware of the situation. Like, no, he...
Go on, sorry. I apologize.
But he just is now trying to console Alexa, so he doesn't give a shit what Damon does.
I'm assuming that Camden would be near Ravenna since...
Yeah, because Camden is
sworn to her.
Sworn to her. So we'll just say that Camden and Saoirse are speaking with Ravenna just casually. So I'll put up.
Damon does leave near the people after seeing, I'll be right back. And then he does go near his cousin.
When Ravenna sees Damon, she will give him a smile. She knew he was in. She knew that he was here, but she hadn't seen him yet. But she does sense some tension when he sees the urgency of Devin moving towards Felix, and she furrows her brow.
Your
And she'll look
Excellency.
to. Please, just call me Ravenna. We're family.
Cousin, it's been a long time.
It has. How are you?
City is filled with mysteries and beautiful people.
Indeed, it is.
If I may be so bold to take you away for a couple seconds, there's something I wish to say. I apologize from the Baroness and my Baron.
Camden will shrug.
Saoirse will also shrug, because more time with Camden? Okay.
Right?
If she leaves, Damon will follow, or she can follow Damon. I don't know. But he
She'll
would
follow
look.
Damon.
He will look for like a balcony where they can talk alone.
Oh yeah, there is one. For sure.
He goes there and he says, "I just heard another duke and his son being mad at you, cousin."
She raises a brow. Oh?
Child
For
services,
what?
going low, calling you having a low blows. They seem to think that they have facts of you trying to go for another person and their child. And they're going to talk with the Duke, Felix, about this. The other Duke, Levin, I think his name was. And he looks at her like, "What's going on? Hopefully everything is under control."
She'll just give him. She'll look to him, and she will say, "What they are speaking of is ludicrous, and even if there was any sort of truth to it, they wouldn't have proof."
If you say so. Just wanted to warn you. You're a family after all. I come here after the Inglet situation. You're you, of course.
I appreciate the heads up.
Should we go inside
If
then?
you want to roll perception empathy, you can.
I will. I don't have a lot of insane amount of dice in that, but I will. I will spend a fucking willpower for this shit. You know what? I will roll a willpower because I don't have a lot of things, but the Damon is like very curious.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 successes with a willpower.
Ooh, nice. I will go ahead and roll her manipulation.
I don't have any chance.
Oh, there is a chance. There's always a chance. Let's see.
Keep in mind, the more dice you have, the more likelihood to fail.
I didn't do that.
Exactly.
But thank you.
She has 4.
Yeah.
But I will give you this, that though he has no reason to disbelieve what she says. Her body language a little off. Um she does appear to be a little
Defensive.
unsettled. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to push because when the High Lords play their games, knights just do what they're told. He doesn't have any fucking leash at the moment, so he doesn't know what's going on. And if he just, gets fucked, it's sad. And he hopes she doesn't. So that's just like him trying to keep his mouth shut as best as he can. He also has a very high score of manipulation subterfuge like her. He tries to keep his, poker face up. Should we go inside then?
She DC'd. Hang on.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
DC monster. Welcome back, my dear.
Thanks. I'm getting really fucking tired of this.
I'm
I can
sorry.
imagine.
Understandable.
It is understandable. Damon just said, should we go inside then after some time?
She nods and she'll go back over to Camden and Saoirse.
Damon will come back as well.
Yet Saoirse is very much like all up in Camden's business.
Oh, which he does not mind at all.
Damon, who wishes to open like a new topic, just says, "So, what would be the last rumors that we heard? There's a lot of things going on in the city."
Looking forward to certain events coming up.
Camden nods. He says, and he also speaks with a French accent, but it's a lighter French accent than like than Felix or Charisse. But he says, yes, Samhain is coming up, and that should be very interesting. I, for one, am looking forward to the wild hunt.
Very much so.
So do I.
Poisson. Verity hearing this will look to her mentor. What's a wild hunt?
So, I mean, it's a direct question, so Hans can't answer it.
True.
But Camden will nudge Saoirse for her to explain that to the commoner.
She gives him this look of "you're joking."
He raises a brow that says, "Do I look like I'm joking?"
She pouts.
I can ask someone else.
No. I told her to do it.
She whines a little bit. And, upon realizing he's not budging,
Nope. No, he's not. He is looking at her very expectantly.
because, it's clear that she's like, I don't want to do this. It's a commoner.
She knows that if she doesn't do it, though.
Oh, yeah. She'll be in for it when they get home.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am not going to go through the whole thing, because fuck me, it's a lot of fucking info.
No. Just, just give a basic rundown of what the Wild Hunt is.
She will, go over the basics for her. She's not going to go into great detail because it's a commoner, and the less she talks to her, the better. She's kind of a bitch.
Kind of, yep.
It is quite clear that the entirety of her being just does not want to be talking to her. But she will, explain the basics of the Wild Hunt to her.
Go ahead and detail that for our audience, please.
I don't wanna.
Because they don't know what it is, so there probably will be people watching, so.
Oh, you're fine. Timing. Your timing. It is impeccable. Yes, it's impeccable. Yes, it is.
That's a noise Shusha is making on the inside.
Right? Hey. Oh, you're sleepy. If I can I talk, please, without you throwing a fit?
I think that's a no.
Are you gonna be quiet now? No. I am under attack.
If you guys want, like I also wanted to do something, so while Shauna is busy, I can do what I want to do.
Yes, you can do that while I, calm my heathen child.
With all due respect, my lord and your excellency, I wish to speak with one of the elders of my house. I heard that the Countess Rose is the highest ranking member of my house in this duchy.
Camden will nod that she is.
Thank you. And there's no problem, then I will go and speak with her. Or try to, at least.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. And Ravenna, there's an obvious look of disdain when he mentions Rose, which is why she didn't speak. Camden did.
Mm-hmm. He will slowly approach after smiling to Ravenna. and go near Rose.
Yeah, Rose is just sort of taking everything in. Um, she has uh, a another member of House Allele with
Oh, I know
her.
who she is.
Um, well, you know out of character, you don't know
Of
in
course. Yeah,
character.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Uh, uh, she does not look. Uh, Alessia doesn't look comfortable. She looks like that she would rather be anywhere else but here. She does not like large crowds, and this is a lot of people. Even if she does know most of the court, she would rather be somewhere else right now. So Rose she's sticking very close to Rose because she's her liege. And when Damon approaches, Rose will give him a smile.
A smile will be back to her. And, Your Excellency, I am Sir Damon Hightower Ep Leo, a recent arrival to this city.
Ah, another allele. Welcome. What can I do for you?
I came to present my arrival, and to inform you about my arrival and my intentions to stay in this city. I am looking for a liege, therefore I have come to seek your counsel, if it can be bestowed upon me, of course.
Of course. Would you like to serve another allele, or are you open to other possibilities?
I am open to possibilities that will make our house stronger. At the same time, I am I am interested in pushing our house's agenda. As he basically says, I can serve, allele or outside of allele.
She gives him a smile at that. That is something that makes her happy to hear. Um, she will think for a moment. She knows that Alessia probably isn't ready for the responsibility of a knight. She doesn't. She didn't even really want to be a baroness, but she became one anyway, probably at Rose's behest. Um, so she will say, well, Camden is a good choice. Uh, he is already amenable to the ideals of our house. Um, you could also look at serving Isaac. Uh, she smiles when she says Isaac's name. He is like family to me.
I have met with his father himself today. He's a Gwydion.
He is. Which I know seems unconventional for an allele to serve a Gwydion or even vice versa. But Felix is trying to ease the tensions between the houses.
Many may consider this inappropriate, but I like inappropriate.
She gives him a smirk.
I was considering to serve to the Baroness Alessa here, to, or hopefully to see her consider me under her. But as I have said, Your Excellency, I rather have our house flourish as best as it can. Therefore, I came to you directly.
Of course, I don't believe that Alessia is quite ready for that. And Alessia just kind of hides behind Rose a little bit more. Like, nope, do not want. um, and she'll say, I think that if we're going to help further not only our house's agenda, but our Duke's agenda, be a it might be worth considering serving under Isaac.
It is strange for him to think of serving under a Gwydion. This was not something he was expecting.
Always expect the unexpected.
Mm-hmm. Does he need a warrior of House Leal under him? I am a warrior as much as I'm a politician.
She nods, of course. He has another knight under him, but she is also a Gwydion. Her name is Natasha. I believe that your services and expertise, skills would serve him well. And he is quite busy with other things these days, so he could use someone such as yourself to handle some things on his behalf.
He nods. What would be the interest that we would gain out of the Lord Camden? With all due respect, I'm just trying to make sure we have everything. At least I know what I would get and what I would not get, or what our house get and what our house wouldn't get. As
Camden
close.
is the Duke's. Camden is our Duke's brother.
Hmm.
So a measure of more political influence than even I might have could be something that you would benefit from serving under him. And he is a warrior such as yourself. He might have advice or other things that he could offer you to better yourself as well. Because remember, it's not only what you can offer them, but what they can offer you.
He will smile. He will smile. You're quite correct and wise, Countess. Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, if you will excuse me, I believe I will take my underling away from here.
He will smile and nod after he is actually, of course, he's dismissed. Therefore, he will leave.
Okay. Um, is there anything else that anyone wants to do in this scene?
Verity did want to speak to the squire, get to know him.
Okay, that that can definitely happen.
Alexis Square.
He's so cute. I can't.
Yes. I mean, that's why she wants to talk to him. She's like, oh, cute. So she'll probably wait till his. Yeah, she'll move to him. Wait till this moment where there isn't so many people around him and her. So she approaches him.
So
Um,
he kind of looks down at his feet when she approaches him.
um, she'll actually bend down and like tilt her head so it's in his view. Hi.
That is hilarious. Oh my god.
Yep. Someone is going to have to point that out. She kind of, taps the Duke on the shoulder and, points out what is going on with his squire.
He grins. And he kind of he'll sit back and watch as this is going on.
She's going to do the same.
Hi.
He looks up to her. His cheeks are red. Hi.
You're she, right?
Yes, I am a she. Stephen Parker of House Beaumain. I'm a squire under the Duke. I haven't been a changeling for that long, just a few months. I'm still getting used to this.
Very still and instead of going house, she'll go off apartment 7C on and she'll just give a street name, which is
And he pretty much is even deeper and he goes, you just gave me your address.
yes, you should come and visit sometime.
His jaw drops.
She's also going red.
Speechless. Like, wow, that's forward. I maybe before I come to your house, I could take you out for coffee or something.
Yeah, sure, that sounds nice. I just want to tell you, you're a she, and you, instead of looking, she looks like things, intimidating, you kind of look adorable. She'll smile.
And he if he could turn any redder, he completely is. Thank you. You are you are quite beautiful yourself. He looks at his feet again.
So, yeah, I'm not. There's all these beautiful people out there. It's amazing.
It is, and I seem to have. It's weird. Like my appearance changed a little bit after my chrysalis.
Sounds like it's new for you too.
He nods. Um, so he just kind of awkwardly stands there for a minute, unsure what to really do next. He can't believe that he actually asked her out. Um,
So, and she'll just take his hand and write on it. Here's my phone number, and you can ring me, and we can have coffee or something sometimes.
uh, yeah, sure. I'll send you. Um, is it a cell phone?
Yeah, yes, it would be her cell phone.
Yeah, I'll send you a text message.
Okay, I'll see you there then. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
And with that, she'll probably go back to her mentor.
And he is going to come back over to Felix, and he is just, his face is just absolutely red. Just,
It sounds like you just got yourself a little date.
uh, he looks to her and he nods. I did, and she gave me her phone number.
Oh my. That is certainly sounds like a good night for a young squire.
He kind of, he looks down again. Yeah, didn't expect that. So Devin comes over, and he doesn't actually really notice Charisse first because he's on a fucking mission. And Felix's brows go up, seeing Devin come to him, like essentially storming towards him. And Devin essentially pulls Felix to him and whispers and says very low in his ear, "We have to talk." To which Felix is, he just swallows and he's like, "Oh my fucking
Oh
god."
my.
um uh okay, what about? And he'll actually he will then, like, his eyes will because I imagine Charisse is standing behind Felix right now,
Mhm.
towards him. His eyes will move to her, and he'll hang on a minute. He'll move over to her. Hello.
Why, hello there.
I'm Duke Devin Llewellyn of House Gwydion of the Duchy of the Golden Dawn in California.
Duchess Charisse Dubois of House Fiona, Duchess of the Duchy of Emerald Sands in Pensacola, Florida.
It is very nice to meet you.
And I you.
You can hear this too. And he looks back to Felix, and he kind of like huddles. It's a Duke huddle.
It's a Duke huddle.
It's a Duke huddle. Um, Felix, it appears one of your accounts has decided that the rules of polite society don't apply to her.
Oh
She
my.
has taken a rivalry a bit too far, in my opinion. You can do as you will, but it is my duty to inform you of what is going on. And Felix nods. Um, very curious. He knows that there's a bit of a rivalry between Rose and Ravenna, so he knows exactly what he's talking about. Okay, tell me what happened. And he'll say, it appears that Ravenna Stardust calls Child Protective Services on Rose Black.
Sharice's eyes go wide.
For no reason.
Kidding me.
He shakes his head. No. And my son, Isaac, would not lie to me, and his brother was the one investigating it.
Hmm.
And he looks to Felix, and Isaac's brother is Dominic Harlow. He is a werewolf. I assure you, you do not want problems with the werewolves.
You certainly don't.
Felix shakes his head. No, I don't. My
I
daughter,
fed her.
my daughter is one, and I don't want any problems between me and her at all. Devin nods. So I trust you will handle this in proper fashion. Of course I will. I won't stand for that sort of behavior. I will, of course, conduct my own investigation into the matter, but and speak with.
One would assume this investigator has their notes, yes?
Devin would nod. He does. He's very good at what he does. I know him.
That would be the first place I would go. Ask him.
Felix will smile to Charisse and he'll say, that's what I was about to say, was that I would talk to him first.
Great minds.
Indeed. Devin looks back to Charisse. What are your plans for the evening?
Oh, I was going to go back to a hotel, but if you had other ideas.
I might have a few.
I'm a Fiona. Who am I to say no?
That garners a smile that crosses his lips, and he offers her his arm.
She will take it.
Felix will shake his head, wishing that he could go home right now.
Yeah, he's got a very pretty lady waiting on him at home.
Yes, he does. But I think that was actually the last order of business for the scene.
I think so.
So that is where we will end it. So, thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.